नमस्कार साथीहरु, वेलकम अल अफ यु टु माई च्यानल। आजको डिस्कसनमा हामी चाहिँ टिप्स फर राइटिङ अ क्वान्टिटेटिभ जर्नल आर्टिकलको बारेमा छलफल गर्नेछौँ र हाउ वी कुड कन्भर्ट आवर डिजर्टेसन्स और थेसिस इन्टु अ रिसर्च आर्टिकल फलोइङ दि क्वान्टिटेटिभ रिसर्च मेथड्स फ्रेन्ड्स। र यही ब्याकग्राउन्डको साथमा आज चाहिँ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट दि सम टिप्स, जुन टिप्सलाई मैले चाहिँ जस्ट अर्गनाइज इन्टु 8 टिप्स हियर। र फर्स्ट भनेको इज द स्टडी टाइटल। स्टडी टाइटल भनिसकेपछि वी से द्याट इट सुड बी concise and informative, and also remember, avoid use of abbreviations and your words in the title not more than 12. And next is that your abstract is all about your summary of your overall research paper, yeah, research article. Typically I'm talking about in the line of your American Psychological Association 7th editions, and as for this one, this is your typically ranges, your abstract is your 150 to 250 words. However, you could follow the guidelines of the journals in which you are planning to send your paper for the publication, and always it would be good to mention in a paragraph. And next one is that your JL classifications, also mention your JL classification. This is the example of your Journal of Economic Literature, and if you are writing the paper for the publication in the different field, then you have to follow their classification, friends, okay, based on the criteria. And also mention your keywords based on your research questions, yeah, thesis statement. Now let's move to the what about the introduction section. This is the third one, introduction section, in which we provide the context to the problem statement here, and basically we try to introduce the overall our research area with the backup of citations with the proper alignments. Then we also mention the research questions, research issues. Then we could also mention the objective of the study. Then you have to discuss the theoretical and the practical implication of your study. And then in this section you have to mention, yeah, state the that's the structure of your paper, yeah, organization of the study. Now fourth one is all about, friends, that is the literature review. As you know that literature provide you foundation of your study. Without understanding what the other scholars completed study in your area, then you cannot understand your study variables, yeah, methods of analysis. You cannot find the research gap. So literature is all about your, you have to organize the both conceptual and empirical literature and critically appraise, I mean to say that, right? This is like you're writing a essay which consists of introductions, main body, and the conclusion part, and it would basically help you to understand your study variable construct, you can see that, yeah, theoretical framework, methods of analysis as well. And then we could identify the research gap. That is your basic thing that you need to understand here. Now what about the methodology part? Under methodological section, yeah, research methodology, you should say that we basically detail about the study, how the study was conducted, right? And then including conceptual and operational definition of the variables of your study, research design, research hypothesis, population, and the sample. For example, when you are doing the research in the area of banking and financial institution, at least you should know the how many bank and financial institutions exist in an economy. Then you could decide about your overall sampling process, okay? Then model specifications, for which econometric analysis would be helpful for all of you. Then methods of analysis, and even we have to mention the limitation of the study as well, friends. Now what about the results? This is 6, 7, and 8 session, that is the result section. Based on the use of your methods of analysis, we have to present your research findings as a like your empirical analysis. Sometimes we say that that's all the results need to be organized and effectively presented and contextualized as well, following the proper format. For example, this is the American Psychological Association 7th editions for the table, figures, graphs, citation, like that. Now under 7th section there is a discussion and the conclusion here. This is, I'm just numbering so that you could at least recall the what type of tips that you need to recall. before writing your research article for the publication purpose. Basically, I'm talking about quantitative research here. Now, based on your overall results, we have to discuss the things to what extent your study would be consistent, yeah, contradict with other scholars. You have to put your arguments. That is the way you should discuss your results. So literature review is the main part of your study. If you have not done properly, yeah, critically analyze your literature, then you cannot justify your result too. Okay. Now reference and annex is all about, that is the last section, that is the last part, reference. That means all the cited text need to be referenced, and even sometimes there might be the important documents which are important to be annexed. For example, when you are doing the survey analysis questionnaire, then questionnaire could be also the annex. In research paper we also annex it. And yeah, any financial document, yeah, other economic document, yeah, other report, that might be the important documents for your readers. Okay friends. Okay, today I just discussed about your important tips for writing the quantitative journal article, and I believe that whatever I discussed today, that would enrich your understanding level, and you could convert your dissertation, your thesis into research article and induce your learning, and also publish your paper as well friends. Okay, I believe that I able to clarify the concept. Still, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay friends, thank you all of you for watching this video. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and also share my channel, that is the Finance Guru Pawan Kumar Jha. Thank you all of you. Please take care all of you. Thank you.